Good evening. Welcome to the March 23rd, 2026 regular meeting of the City of Coolidge City Council. We're calling this meeting to order. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Norma, would you call the roll, please?
Yes, Mayor. Councilmember Tom Bagnall.
Present.
Councilmember Audrey Saavedra.
Here.
Councilmember Steve Hudson.
Here.
Mayor John Thompson.
Here.
Councilmember Ian Gillespie. Vice Mayor Tatiana Murrieta. And Councilmember Tom Shoap. Mayor, we have a quorum.
Thank you, Norma. Presentations, item number 3. Presentation by Mr. Jim Usvich and with Colby and Powell PLC on the FY 2024-2025 audit completed for the City of Coolidge. Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm excited. Anytime I present an audit, it's at the end of a lot of hard work and a lot of a lot of hassle that goes through it. But I'd just like to do a short presentation of what an audit really is. You guys this is our annual fiscal year 2025. You guys do what is called the Annual Comprehensive Financial Report. It's ACFR, they call it for short. Not every city and town does that. I try to get a statistic of how many people do it. All the bigger cities and towns do it, but it doesn't say how many of the smaller ones do. But this is just a higher level of reporting standard that you guys do. And they have a bunch of CPAs that go through your report, and if it passes, you get a certificate. In 2024, you guys got a certificate for excellence, which is awesome. This year, you put it in it again, and they haven't got word back yet, but we're hoping for the same thing this year as well. But out of this 156-page audited financial statement, only 4 pages are ours. But ACFR contains 4 parts: an introductory section, a financial section, and a statistical section. We only audit the financial section. And of that financial section, there's only really 4 pages that are ours. And that's the audit opinion. And I'm just going to read a couple paragraphs from that. And the first paragraph is, there we go. In our opinion, the financial statements referred to above present fairly in all material respects the respective financial position of the government activities, the business type activities, each major fund, the aggregate remaining fund information, and the fund balance comparison schedules of the City of Coolidge of Arizona in 2025. That's the highest opinion you could get. We call that a clean opinion. And so we feel very confident that it's correct, materially correct. Not absolutely correct, but materially correct. There we go. So, and also if you look at the opinion, you go down a little bit, there's a responsible for management. What's management's responsibility of these financial statements? It lays it out for us. Management is responsible for the preparation and fair presentation of the financial statements in accordance with the accounting principles generally accepted in the United States of America, and for the design, implementation, and maintenance of internal controls relevant to the preparation and fair presentation of the financial statements that are free from material misstatements either due to fraud or error. Then we go down to what's our responsibility as mine, Colby and Powell, and our firm. Our objectives is to obtain reasonable assurance about whether the financial statements as a whole are free from material misstatements, whether due to fraud or error, and to issue an auditor's report that includes our opinions. Reasonable assurance is a high level of assurance, but is not absolute assurance, and therefore is not a guarantee that an audit conducted in accordance with generally accepted auditing standards will always detect material misstatements when it exists. So it's kind of funny because one year I was here auditing and I was talking to the fire chief, and he goes, there's a town over here that got audited every year and they just went bankrupt. How can that happen? If you look at our opinion, we don't say anything, did you guys make money? Did you lose money? We didn't say anything. We just say that the numbers here are materially correct. It's your guys' responsibility to look at those and say, hey, are we making money? Are we losing money? Why is this happening? And so if we ever have to say, we are required, if we think the organization that we're auditing is going to be bankrupt and within 1 year, we have to say something. But that's if we say that, it's pretty much going to happen in the next year because you're in pretty desperate situations. If you were to ask me one question, trying to explain all the financials to you is like trying to take a drink out of a fire hose. There's a lot of information in it. But if I were to answer one question, are you guys better off in 2025 than our 24? Absolutely, you're a lot better off. Do we find any instance of fraud or even any sketchings of fraud? No, not opposite. We were required to look for it. We tried to find it. We didn't find anything regarding fraud. Just to go along with our audit, there's 2 other reports that we do. The next one is called Reports of Schedules Required by the Single Audit Act and Uniform Guidance. Anytime we get, this year in 2025, if you get over $750,000 from the federal government, we have to do what's called a single audit. That is where not only we're testing the numbers, we're testing the grants to make sure you did everything in compliance with that grant. We look at your bids, we look at your personnel files, we look at everything regarding that grant to make sure that you ran those grants correctly. This year you got about $101.2 million, just over $1.2 million. We did that. We had no audit findings. We had to issue an independent auditor's report on compliance. Then we have a schedule of federal expenditures, which is 1.2, and then we have a thing called schedule of findings and question cost. That's where the government really looks at, and you had 0 this year. Once again, you had to clean, which is awesome. You guys are required to turn this into the federal clearinghouse by March 30th. We already did that just to make sure that it got there and it got accepted. So that's in, and anytime you apply for the audit, the first place the the grantors will go is to the clearinghouse to pull down your audit to see what it looks like. And the last report that we give, it's not audited, but all the numbers come from the audit. It's our annual expenditure limitation report. And this is what when you guys are going through budgets, it's a necessity. It's probably not the funnest thing, but if you ever go over your budget, you get in a lot of trouble. And when I say a lot of trouble, they'll deduct what you get from the state sharing and other things. So you always want to make sure you budget enough to make sure that you don't overexceed that expenditure limitation report. But overall, this year, thought it went great. We got started a little late. The aquifer was due by the end of December. We got started in November. The accounting staff was amazing. They got everything ready for us. We did this audit in a very efficient way, and we got it issued before the aquifer was due, and we got it submitted. And I'm always curious to see how that turns out. But at this time, if you have any questions, I'd be glad to respond to those.
No.
Anybody have any questions? No, if we're in good shape and we're not going to jail, we're happy.
That's a big plus, yes.
Yeah. Of course, you'd be going with us, but that's
Funny how that
not a
works.
problem. There's plenty of room.
Okay.
No, they do a great job in the finance department.
They really do. So.
No, I don't have any. Is there anything we should be looking at?
No, I mean, you guys take, the tone starts at the top, and you guys take financials very seriously, and that gets passed on to the accounting office, and they take it very seriously, which is awesome. And they do a great job, and it's nice to work with people that always want to improve and get better, and all the suggestions we have for them, they take seriously, and they do, which is really nice.
Oh, good. Well, it sounds like you guys have got it handled. Well, we're not the bean counters, so thank you. Appreciate it, Jim. Thanks
I
a lot.
appreciate this time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Item number 4 is a proclamation, Week of the Young Child 2026. Is there anybody here for that? I guess it's me. I'm going to go ahead and read the proclamation. Whereas all of Arizona's children deserve access to quality early care and education environments, and whereas quality child care programs build children's lifelong learning skills during the critical years from birth to age 5, and whereas ECE teachers and child care providers are the essential workforce that helps Arizona parents get to work or school, and whereas funding quality child care is a smart investment that improves family well-being, strengthens communities, and grows our state's prosperity. And whereas, first things first, Arizona Association for the Education of Young Children, Southern Arizona Association for the Education of Young Children, and other community organizations, in conjunction with the National Association for the Education of Young Children, are celebrating the 55th anniversary of the Week of the Young Child. And whereas these organizations are working to improve equitable early childhood opportunities that provide a strong start for children in the city of Coolidge, Arizona. And whereas public policies that support ECE for the Arizona's youngest learners help our families, communities, and the economy thrive. Now therefore, I, John Thompson, do hereby proclaim April 11th through 17th, 2026, as the Support Week of the Young Child in the city of Coolidge, Arizona, and encourage all citizens to support and invest in early child care and education in our community. Item number 5 is the monthly report by the Coolidge Chamber of Commerce. Good evening, Lynn.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Council. In your packets, you have all our statistics, and so I don't want to review that. I want to take the time to thank our sponsors with you for our 44th Annual Cotton Days. It was a great success, and without our sponsors, that can't happen. So we're going to start with SRP. Brian?
Raise that back up there. Thank you, Lynn. Good evening. It's an honor to be here with you tonight. My name is Brian Heath. I'm the Senior Director of Salt River Projects, Coolidge Generating Station, Desert Basin Generating Station, Copper Crossing Generating Station, and our Bonnie Brook Solar Field. SRP is honored to have participated in the 2026 Cotton Days event and looks forward to future event support as well. SRP is a proud, not-for-profit utility company providing reliable and affordable water and power to more than 2 million customers here in the Pinal and Maricopa counties. It's my privilege to be here today to represent the more than 5,000 SRP team members who are working every day to deliver that reliable, affordable power, water to our customers. As you may know, the Coolidge Generating Station is in the middle of an important expansion, which includes 575 megawatts of new power generation produced by 12 gas turbines. It's enough energy to power more than 139,000 average-sized homes. We expect the completion and commercial operation of the first 6 natural gas turbines by this summer, 2026, and the next 6 by summer 2027. We are proud of our partnership with the City of Coolidge, the Chamber of Commerce, and many other organizations within Pinal County. I want to personally thank Mayor Thompson, City Manager Gilbert Lopez, the City Council, the city staff for their support. We look forward to continuing our work with you, and thank you.
Thank you, Brian. We appreciate you.
And now we'll have Richard Rosales from APS.
Thank you, Lynn, Mayor, Vice Mayor, council members. We have a long-standing partnership with the City of Coolidge, with also the Chamber, so we've been here a long time. We appreciate all that Lynn has done at the Chamber, all the events that they do, and all the business promotion that they provide for the community. APS, as you know, has been around for a long time, and this year we are celebrating 140 years of since we were formed. And so with that, with our 140 years, we are going to be making a major announcement on beautification grants around the state. And I just wanted to take the time, first of all, to thank Lynn and the Chamber, and then Renee is going to continue the legacy, but also to let you all know that with our 140 year beautification grant. We're going to be supporting the city of Coolidge and the regional park, and we're looking at putting more than six figures, six figures into it for the basketball courts. So we're going to be doing 2 basketball courts at the regional park, maybe more, maybe some pickleball courts, depending on how Ricky can spend that money. But it's not been made public yet, but I wanted you all to know. It's a great announcement, and more to be coming soon. We're working behind the scenes with Ricky and Gilbert, and we'll be doing some good things at the regional park. We wanted to see it. And it's part of beautification, right? It's just empty dirt lot that's graded now, but we see basketball courts as a beautification project. So we'll be doing some volunteer work with that as well. So just wanted to let you know, and looking forward to it.
Thank you, Reggie. Appreciate it.
That was a great,
There's one other guy in there, but we can't mention his name. That's helping out.
now Imagine Schools, Michael?
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, and council members. My name is Mike Estalis. I'm the principal at Imagine Prep Coolidge. On behalf of our staff, our students, and our families at Imagine Schools in Coolidge, we want to thank the City of Coolidge for your ongoing support and encouragement of all of our students and families. We look forward to continuing this partnership and working together to ensure all of our students are successful going forward. Thank you.
Mike, congratulations. I see that Imagine was on the news, and that A rating's not going to hurt you guys any at all. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now we'll have Sophie from Florence Copper.
Thank you, Lynn. Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Council. As was mentioned, my name is Sophie Dessart, and I am the Manager of Communications and Public Affairs at Florence Copper. For those who may not be familiar with Florence Copper, we are the copper producer located right across the street from Post and Butte Mountain on Hunt Highway. And I'm so incredibly proud to share that Florence Copper recently announced the production of first copper from our expanded commercial facilities earlier this month. With that, we are so incredibly honored to be able to supply our nation with copper produced right here in our local community. Tonight, I really do want to thank the Chamber of Commerce and the city for the opportunity to be here to speak about our partnership with the Cotton Days. Supporting family-friendly events like this is really our bread and butter at Florence Copper, and we are so honored to have the opportunity to partner with the City of Coolidge, with the Coolidge Chamber of Commerce, and with other wonderful organizations serving our community here in Coolidge. Thank you so much, and we look forward to continuing to grow that partnership as we expand our operation. Thank you.
Thank you, Sophie.
I'd like to acknowledge Ashley from NextEra being here. They're a supporter. Cox couldn't be here. EDP Renewals, ED2, Pinal County, and AES Corporation, and Resound Networks. Without these sponsors, it would be very difficult to put on a large event like that. So their commitment to our community is shown through that. So thank you. And so you have the stats and everything, so if you don't have any questions, I will let you move on.
Anybody have any questions for Lynn? No. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Appreciate it. And thank you, sponsors.
Thank you, guys.
I know there is one gentleman here from Pinal County. Did you want to say anything since you guys kicked in? Okay. That's a first. Thank you, sir. It's good seeing you, though. All right. We'll move into call the public. That's a time where if you want to address the council, you have up to 3 minutes to come up to the podium and give us your name and address and then get busy. Seeing nobody rush up there, we're going to move out of call of the public and move into the business items for consent. Does anyone want any of these items pulled off for individual consideration?
No.
Okay, here we go. Item 6, Consider approval of submitting a 2026 Proposition 202 grant application to the Gila River Indian Community in the amount of $150,000 to upgrade and repair sewer utility chambers for the Public Works Liquid Waste Department. Item 7, consider approval of submitting a 2026 Proposition 202 grant application to the Gila River Indian Community in the amount of $125,000 to help with emergency housing repair and housing rehabilitation funding for the Housing Rehabilitation Program. Item 8, resolution number 26-06, a resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of Coolidge, Arizona, adopting a fair housing policy, making known its commitment to the principle of fair housing and describing actions it shall undertake to affirmatively further fair housing, designating April 2026 as Fair Housing Month. And item 9, consider approval of the claims for the month of February 2026. There's no questions, I need a motion.
Mayor Thompson, I move to approve consent items 6 through 9 as read.
Second.
Okay, motion is second. Norma?
Okay, Councilmember Gillespie? Vice Mayor Murrieta? Councilmember Bagnell?
Yes.
Councilmember Saavedra?
Yes.
Councilmember Hudson?
Yes.
And Mayor Thompson.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we'll move into business items, regular items, item 10.
Mayor,
Yes, sir.
before you read the item on number 10, I'd let that stay for voting on that, please.
Okay. Note that for the record, Norma. Thank you. Okay, item 10, consider approval to unfreeze capital sales tax fund and waive the sealed bid process for the purpose of ordering one Chevy Silverado 3,500 from Garrett Motors for an amount not to exceed $50,633.47, utilizing capital sales tax and allowing the mayor to sign the necessary documents.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. This is a truck for the Street Department for Public Works. We actually brought this to you during our last budget session last year. We're using this truck to replace one of our older trucks that we have. We're requesting that the truck is purchased without a bed, and we want to convert that bed, which is actually the next item on there, so we have a flat bed. We can use this truck to pull some of our heavier trailers, like our vac trailer and our spray injection patcher. And so I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have.
Anybody have any questions? Okay, then I need a motion to act.
Mayor Thompson, I move to approve item 10 as read.
Okay, motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion carries. Thank you, sir. Item 11, consider approval of entering into a cooperative purchasing agreement with Drake Equipment utilizing state contract number CTR 062308 to upfit the truck bed on the Street Department 2026 Chevy 3500 in an amount not to exceed $9,772.84, authorizing the mayor to sign the necessary documents. You didn't waste any time, did you?
Think long, think wrong. So, no, this, we've worked with Drake before for our bed ups and everything. So we put this on here so we can get the bed upfitted. And so when the truck comes in, we can take it straight to Drake. They can have the bed ready so we can have a quick turnaround on it.
Okay.
That includes lighting, everything.
Yeah, that's full lighting panels. This would be a stake side bed, so it'd have panels that run all the way up. So that's full lighting, beacons, everything.
Hey, Ben, is it going to be a steel floor or a wood floor?
Steel floor.
Steel floor?
Yeah.
And is it going to have the possibility for the hitch, fifth wheel hitch or a gooseneck hitch, I mean?
No, we won't put a gooseneck here or a fifth wheel hitch on it. We keep it flat so we can actually run up to the valley. We can put crack seal in there. We'll use that we might end up using it for our parades so we can have our barricades and like that in there. So we want to be able to slide pallets in and out of there. We also want to double this and use it as a spray truck. So we want to set up a rig with a tank that has arms so we can actually run it down alleys and spray the entire alley, not have the guys walking behind with a hand wand or something like that. We can move a little bit faster, get a little bit more done with it.
Okay, thank you, Ben.
I don't know, do you have any idea how long it's gonna take? I should be asking him, but to get the truck?
I don't think it's going to take that long to get the truck, from what I understood. And it
If we,
was,
it's getting close to build out, so if I can get the PO within the next week or so, I think we'll get the truck probably in about six weeks, something like that probably.
yeah, and that'd be enough time that they've already at Drake. They already have specs on this style of truck, so they can have the bed pre-built in that time, so it's ready to go.
I just wondered, we got pretty lucky on the pumper,
Oh, we got extremely lucky on the pumper,
so,
so we
okay.
were very lucky with that.
Does anybody have any other questions for Ben? No? All right, then I need a motion to act.
No further questions, I make a motion that we,
Oh, you can make the motion, right? You can make the motion, but you can't vote.
yeah, it's not, it has
Oh,
no
you can vote
bearing
on
on me
this one. Oh, I
whatsoever.
thought you just gave up your right.
It's on Drake now.
It doesn't say Garrett on there anywhere, does it? Okay, I can go ahead. I make a motion, we approve it.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, choose your second. Motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right,
Thank you.
thank you. Remote from Mayor and Council, we'll start down here with Councilmember Bagnell.
Just a couple things. First, I think everybody knows that the issue that we're in with San Carlos Irrigation and Drainage District and the amount of water, and we're not going to really have that. Well, we're not going to have any water, let's put it that way. And my concern is just with those parks that rely upon that, especially San Carlos. Do we have an idea on how we're going to at least get the trees watered and keep those watered or is that something that we have to take at a different time?
We're working on that item. Yeah, and trying to come up with some ideas how to save the trees and maybe do some sort. We have different ideas. I'm working with Ricky on to take care of that. We've got 3 parks, but that's the number one park that needs water because it's the most important, most used. Well, Kenilworth probably.
Right.
But it's irrigated. This one's not.
Right.
So we've already also talked to Arizona Water.
And then the other thing, I'm just kind of curious, any update on the growers market thing that we have out there? I mean, we've got a business that's running out there still and for over a year now without a proper business license or the proper zoning, and I'm just kind of curious where we are with that thing.
I'll follow up on that and see how
Okay.
we report.
And
I know they've
then-
reduced the amount of stuff they've got. We check it all the time. And they've lowered the amount of storage, but they're still not done. They're still not in compliance.
Yeah, they're operating,
Oh, okay.
I guess.
Well, I'll
so.
follow up with code.
So, all right, and then one other thing, April 4th, that's the last fly-in of the season. So hopefully it's not going to be 110 degrees out there by that time, but we're crossing our fingers on that. And also wanted to go ahead and thank the Gila River Indian community. They came, a couple of the members of the council came in, and we met with them down at the city hall and with Ben's new vacuum truck that we got courtesy through their grant program and everything else, and had a nice visit with the gentleman from there. And I think Ben and Zach even took them for a ride around in the truck, and they even enjoyed that too. So, but I want to again thank them and for coming into town and sharing that with us. And I also want to thank Ben for setting that up. It's very much appreciated. That's it.
Oh, I just wanted to say Market on the Move is on Saturday morning. Anyway, hope you can go.
The other thing I have, I don't know if people have gone out and looked at where the new park's gonna be. They pretty much have moved all the dirt and everything, it's taken shape. Ain't gonna be done in a couple of weeks, but I think that is the biggest thing that the city of Coolidge has done for the citizens and the youth of Coolidge in over 40 years that I have been here, and I am so excited about it. And this park is being paid for basically by impact fees, grants and donations like APS. So it's probably gonna take 2 or 3 phases to get it all complete. I was out at Kenworthy Park Saturday. My grandson had coach pitch, and Little League hasn't even started, and that place was packed. I mean, we got to realize there's 20,000 people in this town now, and everybody has a kid, it seems like. So this park is going to be an asset, not only for the city of Coolidge, but for the citizens and the youth. So if you get a chance to drive by it, imagine what it's going to be with the basketball courts, the pickleball, baseball fields, soccer fields, a walking trail, archery. It's going to be huge for us, and I hope you guys get excited as much as I am, because I'm really excited about it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I just want to give a shout out to all the Coolidge youth throughout all of the schools and the 4-H programs that participated in the Pinal County Fair last week. It was hot every single day, and those kids pushed through, and the parents on top of them. So Coolidge was called out left and right. We had a lot of awesome kids, and actually even first-time students that performed very well, and that's from the leadership. So shout out to all of those kids and parents and leaders.
Thank you.
Mayor, just want to give a shout out to Ben and his crew. They did another of their really successful free dump days, and they got it down to where they got 305 vehicles through, and 100 that was how many seconds? 75 seconds per each vehicle, and they took in 107 mattresses, 52 batteries. I mean, it's incredible the amount of stuff they got off the streets. So I just want to say congratulations. He does a great job. And they're getting better and better. I don't know how you can improve on that, man. It's like your crew does a great job, and you do too. You're out there helping them. So thank you. And then the only other thing I have is Central Arizona College is doing a groundbreaking on the new Performing Arts Center on March 31st. It's $102 million in Coolidge. And if you haven't gotten an invite yet, we will. And it'll be at 10 a.m., I believe, in the morning. And just to go out and do a groundbreaking to get that thing under construction. It's starting to go up out of the ground. I think they're already moving dirt. So, yeah, that's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you. Well, I don't have much. I spent a lot of time either talking to our representatives, or I've been in Maricopa County way more than I want to be. So, but things are going well. At least some of the bad bills are getting stopped, a little short of, they're not making it as far as I thought they would so far, but you never know with these guys. They're pretty smart. So they might get some of them through, but hopefully they won't. So other than that, things are going good. Little League season's going. We do need more fields, but everything's going good. So we'll leave it at that. I need a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Thank you for coming, everybody. We appreciate you.